Okay, we are live. Let's go ahead and copy this, paste it over there. Alright. Now, and let's go ahead and launch the game. And we also want to move this over there. Alright, so last we left off, we'd just gotten back from examining the outer fleets. We'd gotten this thing built and working. Hopefully this will all get slowly removed. And we decided not to upgrade this ship. On the other hand, when fighting that other fleet, makes me wonder if I don't want to upgrade that. We tried doing the fight over somewhere over here. Where the heck was that? It was somewhere over here. Can I help you? This one. We tried doing this fight and kind of failed at it. Iris, you mind not sitting right on my mouse? Silly girl. Alright, let's see, so. You've destroyed a Remnant Nexus or uncovered information about Hegemony. Fleet estimated to carry a planet killer weapon, a log entry recording a large Ordo sent in pursuit. Its last hyperwave reported it near the Zeta Wendigo system. Log entry dates first AI war more than 100 cycles ago, so. Are we gonna settle down? Okay, I guess we're settling down. Alright, I'm gonna move some cords out of your way. There you go. Alright, so, and we tried that and we basically got our butts kicked. Starsector, how to beat Scythe of Orion. Because the main problem was the fact that basically they only give us 160 fleet point to work with. So, Legion and Onslaught. I was reading up on it, and Apparently, in that system, there were some other things besides the stuff that I found. That hidden cache apparently was more of the end of the quest rather than the start. Also, why is your thing not... Oh, you know, I know why, because of all your D-mods. Okay. We also wanted to find ourselves the larger version of this. I don't suppose you happen to sell any... Got the Atlas, which you already got one of those. I don't want to bring more than that. Two large missiles. Right, we were looking at that as a possibility for finding the missile pods for these things. I guess what we really need to do is just go to a general station. Let's go here. There's 3 different worlds that we can possibly check for. See if we can't find ourselves. Is that some smugglers? Yep. That's exactly what it is. Crunch. Is that some pirates? Pirates, aren't you? Yes, you are. Okay, we're gonna attack you. You won't even let me fight you, huh? Okay, well, we'll pursue, take command of the action. We're gonna send out you, and then we'll have you guys ambush from the sides. And we'll see, first off, who's gonna turn around to fight us. And I want to see how well you do. Now see, why are you running away? You need to be moving in closer first off, because your weapon systems are all close-range weapon systems. Alright, why don't you go fight him? You catch up and fight him. Yeah, if you're not going to get into the fight, what good are you? Check that guy's, see if he's set for aggressive or not. Can you guys even catch up to this one? I don't have any command points? Oh well, you got them anyway. Alright. I don't need any ship recovery, we're just gonna pick through the wreckage. Take all. Alright. Persian League is 100% happy with us, sir. Good lord, I got 2 million credits. I didn't even realize I had that much. Alright, so, let's start here. Excuse me. Sneeze there. Alright, so fleet by... Okay, so you guys don't really have much, huh? Wait, did I miss... Is it... Oh, you know what, these ships tend to be at the bottom of the line, so I need to make sure to pay attention to that, in case I accidentally miss something. Alright, where's the other... Okay, the station is Atlif. Wait, no, there's two systems here. It's Waterworld, okay. Trade, fleet, buy. No, not you, buy. There we go, that's what I want. Prometheus tanker. And here's the next question. Ooh, I've only got that. I mean, we're still gonna get it, but... Alright, so, buy. Okay. Fleet, so the first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and sell you off, I guess. Yes. So. And then we're going to refit you by first adding in the fuel. Not additional berthing. ECM packages. That's efficiency overhaul. We can go ahead and add that in. Insulated engines. Where's the one that it buffs the amount of fuel you can carry? I must have missed it. Auxiliary fuel tanks, there we go. Doubles the fuel capacity increase. So first off, we're going up to 3,900. So that would put us at 1,800. Is that about right? Yes. Okay. So we could just demod just the one. And that would put us at 4,800. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we'll go ahead and add in the augmented field drive. And other than that, I don't think there's particularly much else to slap on this thing. That does put us at only 8. I wonder if that's going to slow us down. What's yours at? You're at 9. How about other big ships here? You're at 11. You're at 10. You're at 10. 9. 11. I think we're gonna have to fit it on there, demod that. Or S-mod it, not demod. And that'll put us at the 9. And is there really anything else to slap on this? I suppose we could just put a couple of... just fill in the weapon slots. But I don't particularly see a reason to. Oh. Just have point defense weapons on it. Yeah, the idea being just to keep missiles and things off of it until it can run away. Okay. That's fine. Okay, fleet. You can be over here. Also, we can upgrade me to that. Okay, and that does increase our fuel capacity by quite a bit. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy up all the fuel that we can. The other thing we need to look into, there's not really much we can do about doing efficiency on these things now that we've got them the way they're set up. Because I've already S-modded all these things. This one I didn't S-mod. But I don't have any more story points to S-mod it. The other thing I should probably do... here, let's go back to this one. Buy whatever fuel they've got. I should probably start looking into setting up... Oh, is that... Did I just... I clicked on the wrong one. Or did I? How about you? Oh. I'm an idiot. I should probably look into going and getting my first place set up. My first home. Here, have that. If I do that, I'll start having more income coming in. And we pretty much kind of decided that the best place to do this is going to be Tamal, because it actually has a star system, or a planet that's 75. It's got a mild climate, it's hot, but it's also habitable. And then it's also got things like gas giants in it, and potato. This place is called Potato. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Welcome to Planet Potato, which does have some widespread ruins on it. It's unfortunately got some extreme, but this is only 150 compared to a lot of the other ones. We also have this one that's got some moderate rare ores, sparse ores, no atmosphere though, which helps. This actually does help with the accessibility on the low gravity. So it's got a bunch of good planets to be able to use for, like this I can set up for mining, for gas mining. Things like that, essentially. So I think we're going to go over and start getting this arid world set up. Before we do that, let's get as many people as we can. That way we can spend 1,000, because we only need 1,700. And then, yeah, let's go to this planet and grab all their fuel. Okay, buy all that. Yeah, let's go ahead and just take all of that too. Okay, and we'll finally be able to use our one administrator that we've had sitting here just collecting a paycheck and doing nothing. So yeah, we'll start working on getting ourselves a home. And it's actually quite close, too. The other nice thing is it has this in it. The domain era creeper thing, which, cryo sleeper, not creeper, cryo sleeper thing that increases how fast you can gain people, which will be a nice jump start to all that. What's our? We are over here, please. Please go around. Also, what's our speed? Okay, so we are still at 20 speed, which is nice. And we are still at 95 fuel a day. All right, so the planet that we want to go to, we don't need to go to that, is, there we are. Repair erratic fuel injector. Nice. Oh, speaking of which, I need to change your name so that it's part of the ISS. Although, are we even in the ISS? Probably should change that. Where do we even go to change that? I don't remember. This will also be a nice thing that we can get rid of. Yeah, anyway. Establish a colony. Gyro's fine, although new malt, Tisum, Dazu, Macular. Yaw. Pitch and yaw. Now that you have planet-based or otherwise static assets, you'll need to set up your faction's name and flag. Oh, okay. H-Ak Limited. The Ada Gang. Ada Gang. Kara AG, Thant Association, Mad Rail Corp. Mad Rail Corp. That sounds like funny. Should is or are be used in the name where appropriate. Madrigal Corp are. Madrigal Corp is, yeah. Should use A or N used with the name A, obviously, and so we're going to change this to VOD. Void. Void Intrepid, a Madrigal Corp courier ship. Madrial. Eh. What else we got? Dire unit. In which case we want the Void Empire. Where it's after heavy fighting, the Void Empire is now in control of, let's see, a Void Empire courier ship. That works. Okay, and flag. I'm partial to the eagle, but This one actually is not bad either. This one looks like 3 brains connected. I'll go with that one. Alright, so the first thing we're building is a space port, which is good. The second thing we want to probably be building is... we probably want to put farming here because it's the only planet, even though it's got a -1/2 farming, it's the only one that can actually support farming, I think. Cryo revival. Oh, right, the cryo revival facility. Let's see. Necessary facility for the mass revival and assimilation of the passengers of the Dominion era's cryosleeper. Greatly increases population growth. Distance to nearest cryo sleeper is 0 light years. Growth bonus of 100%. If any demand is unmet, the maximum growth bonus is reduced by 50%. Population growth plus 30. Max for colonized size plus 30. Do we want to use them on this world that's easily gaining, that's gonna gain people faster? I don't think so. So let's assign our person. How do we do that? I don't remember. Colonies. Oh, there we go. We can do an AI, but I'd rather not. Plus 10 accessibility, on the other hand, is not terrible. We'll use this guy for now. That way we don't get the angry people coming after us. Okay, so our accessibility is only now at -5. Okay, so the spaceport's gonna come in. I still think probably food production is not gonna be a bad idea, even though we only have the poor farmland. No bonus or penalty to organic production. Yeah, I think we'll go with the mining. Get that queued up. Or not mining, with the Patrol HQ requires a functional spaceport first, so. And then we've got the industry going. Orbital station, that's currently being worked on. Or actually, we don't have an orbital station. Friendly fleets near Yan must be reduced before bombardment can happen. Yeah, we'll worry about that after we've actually got everything set up and ready to go. So let's see here. Oh, it's already producing a little bit of money, which is nice, which means it's not a net negative. And his industrial planning, I believe, counterbalances... All industries supply 1 more unit of all the commodities they produce, which means the food production on this planet, even though it's -1 food production, his thing counterbalances it to give us however much food production it will be. So, so this will be producing 3 food for us. We'll let the spaceport be finished building first, since that's important towards our accessibility as well as our population growth. And then it'll be, once the fruit is done, it'll be producing its own food. The supplies, recreational drugs, do we? This is not a free port, so I'm not sure why this would be an option for coming in. Alright, so that we can go ahead and leave now. The other thing we're gonna want to, the only downside to this place, it doesn't have any stable points in it. That was the only downside to this, but as we've already determined, there's not really any other planets this close that has what we need in it. I think in the meantime, while we're waiting for that to all be built, we're going to go ahead and head to here. We'll grab fuel. We're going to go ahead and head over to Galatia after that. Finally get those ships that I left there and probably just sell them off since they're just 2 frigates. And just be grabbing whatever fuel we can along the way to fill up our... And we also need to grab... not fuel, but we need to resupply people. Oh, that's one of those... Are you actually going to do an interdiction pulse? Okay, we'll do counter interdiction pulse. Hey, buddy. Thank you. So we got a planetoid going now. What's that? I don't know what that was. Oh, is that just a sensor echo? I think it's a sensor echo. Alright, let's just tell these guys to start going. Actually, you know, that's something I should do. Come here to Hugh and grab all that stuff that we've got stuffed in their storage, take it back to the other, and take it back to our new home and store it over there. So that we don't have to worry about that anymore. Because that's like 17K a month or something. Nope, we're already down at a loss, but it's only a minor loss right now. But this is eating up a good chunk. So once we grab that, crunch. Keep crunching into things. Okay, also the starting of the farming started, the spaceport's done. Let's go to repair, trade, give me all your gas, give me all your people. Confirm. Storage, let's just... I wish there was a way to take all. On the other hand, we might not be able to take all, depending on how much... Okay, Confirm. Alright, and let's make sure I'm not storing any... I am storing some vehicles here. Okay, I guess we'll take all those as well. Take. Alright, and then let's go to our fleet and just mothball always. Mothball. There we go. And then we'll just take all of these back to our other one. And with that done, yes, we're no longer spending any money on that. Oh wow, okay. Immediately went up now that we've got that built. Wow, that's really impressive. So crew, these are commodities now? Use stockpiles during shortages, but ships and hulls. Anyway, the other thing we probably want to do is upgrade you to a megaport, or the thing we want to do is an orbital station. High tech, low tech, or midline. Is there any particular differences? What are the differences here? So, station combat readiness of 50%. Station combat readiness of 50%. Stability is +1. Ground defense is times 1.5. Let's see. Monthly upkeep. Is there really any difference between any of these? Heavy rotating shields and a fighter complement and medium firepower. Low-tech station featuring heavy armor and medium firepower. Or a midline station featuring heavy firepower on one side and rapid axial rotation. Now, I don't particularly like that. I think if I'm going to go for something, I'm going to go for the high-tech because I'd prefer having a fighter complement, some shields. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and build that. Alright. So, that'll be done after the farming is set up. Our growth is at 3.6%. Colony says our accessibility went up to 45, which is nice. We're not going to set this as a free port because I don't particularly want that. Hazard pay, I don't feel like we necessarily need that right yet. So we'll worry about all that later. Let's go ahead and head back there though to... mule. I mean, yeah, it can just be used in so many ways. I'm gonna stop running into things. Okay, warrior jump to hyperspace, yes. Alright, so, give me... Why are you... Oh, right, I remember why we're slow, because we're carrying a bunch of ships. Yeah, I still don't agree with that. Fuel being used faster just because you're getting launched. by a hyperspace storm. Oh, you know, the other thing I forgot to do is I need to change all my ship names. Did I want a Dauntless, or do I want to change it to something else? Einstein's Demon? Corel? Meteor. Void Meteor. There we go. Um, some of these I hadn't ever changed. Hmm. Okay, and okay, manage colony. So storage. So first thing we're gonna do is just dump all this crap over here. Now this doesn't make me man. No, that does not cost me money to um, dump all this stuff off, which is good. Oh, you know, we can dump off our AI cores too. As well as the Nano Forge. There we go, confirm all that. And then fleet. Storage. Store. Command. Custom production. View blueprints. Weapons. It's Festus assault guns. Hellbore cannons. Let's sort these by missiles. What was the name of that one missile? Let's see, first off, I don't have any large missiles, but anyway. Well, actually, no, we do have that, the Locust launchers. Harpoons, Hammer class, no, that's singles. Missiles, small missile. Well, let's go down to large, there we go. Alright, so we've got the hammer, we can make some hammer barrages. If I remember rightly, those were the ones that we wanted to try out on the other fleet ship. The other Legion. And it's relatively cheap, so yeah, let's go ahead and have them do that. Alright. So we're all good there. Let's go ahead and repair our ships. And then we can go ahead and head back now. So let's go down to Galatia. Although, let's stop by here. Although I also am kind of curious about that. Let's stop here first to pick up fuel. I don't think we need to pick up any people. Good on all that. Okay, now we're back up to full speed at least. That's nice. And we're gonna take some damage going through this little storm. Yep. New intel. A bounty, huh? I could probably take that on pretty easily. But I'd rather go exploring after we... Do we want to job fuel? I don't think so. I just bought all their fuel, so they probably have to wait a while before they're going to be restocked. Before we go there, here, let's go to that one. And we can just, we want to top off our fuel supply, essentially. Fair trade. There we go. Fuel supply topped off. I'm curious as to what ships you guys even sell here. Well, I definitely sell the Prometheus. Don't need more of them though. Looks like just general midline ships essentially. What's this thing? It's a tug, huh? No weapons. What is even the point in having this ship? Oxlast tug carries a drive field stabilizer that allows a fleet to reach a higher burn level. It's rare to see more than one or two of these in a fleet, however, due to the prohibitive fuel consumption and high maintenance costs. Yeah. On the other hand, you could probably put an efficiency module on this thing. Yeah, we'll worry about that later. Alright, so, oof. Oh, kitty cat, get up. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go to Galatia, and then we're gonna head out here again to wherever the heck that star system was. Is that the one? No, this one. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and head here. Pretty much straight there, too. Stupid Coronas. This star has a very large corona on it, speaking of. Looks like they also carry the, you know, that might be something I might want to look into doing, is getting, their missile boat um, capital ship. Replace this. Because that ship had, what, 4 large missile hardpoints, I think, on it. It's going to, the idea is to be going more of a missile-centric fleet. Alright, I guess I can't go into any other. Can also top off our fuel here while we're at it. And probably grab as much supplies as we can. Wait, why are they angry at me? Okay, can we... Okay, first things, let's make sure not to forget these 2 ships. So yeah, we had this guy in here. 3 small missiles, 3 medium energies, and 3 small ballistics. We'll go ahead and take these, and then we have this one, which is just a basic Wolf class. So we'll go to fleet, and we'll sell those off. Yeah. Also, do you have anything that's actually particularly interesting? Doesn't look it. No. Okay. 94 credits, huh? Wow. Okay, well, we're gonna sell them off anyway, because I have no need of these. Alright, then... Character... Oh, you know, we also forgot to do was buy fuel and supplies. And you. We'll go there. Oh, this thing's already had all of its stuff repaired. Wow, that's impressive. All of its D-mods were already fully repaired. You know, I wonder if couldn't, what's the word I'm looking for, just get ships, get the D-mods removed off of them just by sitting around, and then just sell. Okay, we do have this large thing here, but I think I'm probably just gonna plow through it. And somewhere in here I might want to just kind of get rid of my frigates, except for like these 3. And just go with capital ships and cruisers. This thing has actually been quite powerful. I'm actually rather proud of this particular build. Nothing else that'll hopefully cut down on our gas expense. Oh gosh, we got one of these things in our way. Someone found the skill that gives me, what is it? The skill that allows me to go in reverse in these wormholes. There we go. That wasn't so bad. Alright. Speed back up again. And then we got quite a lot of this to go through. Curious on what this is. Oh, it's a pirate fleet, isn't it? It is. Ah, we're no longer at war with Tritachyon. Yay. Oh, dang it. Well, at least on our way back we'll have a wormhole if it's still here. Alright. Who are you? Prospectors, okay. And we're now at war with the hegemony. Alright, so Sentinel. Oh, you know what? I think this is where I found all these ships, huh? Let's... Oh, okay. Hail... Let's see. Hail the signal on comms. Let's see. So, sensor suite reveals a tiny settlement with... Okay. Hail the signal on comms. Your standard communication request gives no return. Alright. And we might have to make contact the old-fashioned way. Okay, let's go down. You step off the shuttle, frosty ground crunching beneath your boots. Your envirosuit has no trouble keeping you completely comfortable despite the biting wind. The settlement is about a kilometer off. You've landed at a polite distance on a rocky plateau to avoid disturbing some muddy gray fields of some kind of agricultural effort. Okay, a party of the inhabitants wearing masks and hood meet you halfway. Their guards at the back hold weapons slung, standard Dominion Fab carbines. Their clothes is repurposed utility, forage cloth, type used to line cargo bays and maintenance conduits. They wear adornments denoting status made of worn but well-polished military insignia, wings, phoenixes, and stars. Hegemonic crew survivors, and they've been here for a long time from the look of it. A leader steps forward, pulling off her goggles. Did we win? The first AI war or the second? Leader exchanges glances with her companions, taking in implications of your words. You are invited to the settlement to continue your conversation out of the cold, despite castaways have not forgotten hospitality in their manner. Or perhaps their leader, an elder by the name of Aloskiron, called Commander by her lieutenants, knows the wisdom of controlling the spread of potentially explosive news from outside sector. Let's see. You are led to a cluster of neat, low structures, earthworks, and hull panels spotted with foreglass and chimney. forged glass and chimney. The streets are clean and the citizenry in uniform by job role. Despite fixing you with open stairs, they do not falter in their assignments. Let's see. You pretend to sip at the wretched yeast-derived ursata tea, coffee maybe, given to you by the Scaren's attendants. Hmm. Continue. You come from the core worlds, yes. We must get back in contact with our proper chain of command. The protocols command it. Behind our attendants and guards all mumble something in unison. You think you catch the word protocols. Continue. Will you bring word of us to the Persian hegemony of the 14th battle group? They must have survived, yes. Protocols promise that you will be rewarded and we saved. Behind her in unison, you hear the word reward and salvation. You can see the strange gleam in Scaren's eyes as if she is looking up at the unwitting savior from her religion, and at the same time, something like fear, even panic. Under the mania, you are an outsider. They don't have outsiders here. Catch her up on the current history of the sector. One of your guards passes you satchels with data pads preloaded with current affairs primers used by the salvors and the fringe. These are kept up to date for a reasonable subscription-free and statistically proven to ensure efficient transition into contemporary society for temporal refugees, including cryosleepers, D-civs, and castaways. Skyrim and the others treat your datapads like holy relics, touching them delicately. They know haltingly how to use the interface, but it's clear they have been cut off from sophisticated nanoforge output for a long, long time. Okay, let's see. So we've improved. Let's see. You and a handful of senior officers taken their quiet discussion and reactions to the current state of affairs. Their lingering linguistics drift that's no worse than any other crowd case you've met. We thank you for this intel, Captain. Much has changed, but it brings me great satisfaction to know that command awaits us. I would like to ask you some questions. The protocols allow for conditional intel sharing. Your own candor is appreciated, so ask. What happened to your starships? Those blanks just following orders. Expression. Protocol forbids me from discussing strategic matters in a time of war. I would need authorization from command. Command is salvation, they say together behind her. But I will say this much. We face great danger. You should be watchful. Okay. Can you tell me about protocols? Yes, of course. They are the regulations which we adhere to. They ensure continuity of the mission. We have followed the protocols for many. She looks back at her retinue, who have started mumbling something prayer-like, and give a brief wave of admonishment. They go quiet and for over 100 cycles. We have followed the manuals and retaught the training of our ancestors. We follow orders left for us to carry out until we receive orders. Otherwise, this is as it must be. Hydra people come to live in this place. We are descended from the crews of the Hegemony Flotilla, active during the Great AI War, the first AI War, as you call it. None of the original crew survives, for it has been over 100 cycles since Planetfall. We've maintained continuity of command. She touched the crest attached to her uniform. Protocols are life, they say together. Moving delicately away from the subject of protocols, you inquire about the details of lost crew survival. Tells of building infrastructure to survive the elements, assembling a crude industrial and bioproductive base using survival manuals, scrapped materials, and simple nanoforges. They could adapt from the remains of their fleet. You get that they're holding something back. Do you want to stay here? It is our duty until we receive orders. Otherwise, although she deliberates for a moment with her advisors and turns back to you, Assuming medical technology is available in the core worlds, we would send some of our number with advanced conditions for treatment. Command will make arrangements for their well-being, I'm certain, and appropriate payment will be paid to you. I feel that there's some danger. Should I open this can of worms? It seems like I should. Let's see here. Gives you another blank look, wrestling with the demands of protocol after a moment of consideration. Protocol forbids me to reveal intel, but it is a known fact that our ancestors came here to fight Tritakian's AI war fleets. They are not limited as we are by human lifespans. Let's see. One of her lieutenants uses the lull to speak. A cycle ago, the lights in the skies. We don't know what those were. Scarin shouts to the silence. Let's see. Oh, one of her lieutenants speaks up. Okay. Let's see. There may be someone or something still out there and operational. Sensors are not sophisticated. That's all we can say. Um, confront Scarin with something you know. You having fun over there? A little bit. Trying to find the highest place you can in the room to stand on, huh? We can do this. So in quick order, let's see. And they're suffering due to gaps in technology access and harsh conditions upon review appalling, like something out of a grim historical hollow from old Earth or a scene of underclass on one of the horror core worlds. Are we gonna come and settle back down, huh, a little bit? Confront Scarin with something, let's see. You consider certain discoveries you made, let's see here. You suspect the little information of immediate value out of Skyrim due to the adherence to the protocols. I found your gantries but no fleet. Yes, our ancestors constructed a temporary dockyard to perform the salvage and staging required to construct our settlement. Excuse me, sneezing my brains out again. Let's see here. Face and tone images just follow. You're familiar with the expression when a subordinate wishes to conceal information without technically lying. They might answer with only and exactly what is asked. No words. Okay, talk about something else and leave, I guess. You're escorted to the rim of the rocky plateau where your shuttle awaits. Reminds you again to return to hegemony space and tell command about Sentinel. About to step aboard, you notice a stark white fragment of bone in a gravelly rill. You pause in your step. It must be a tibia or fibula. Maybe you suspect that the protocol would demand orderly containment of honored dead. So this, whatever it was done many cycles ago. Alright, so... Also, how are you doing? Okay, farming's almost done. Um... I'm surprised it didn't give us a mission. Production report. Due to a lack of funds? Do I need to, like, provide funds? Putting blueprints into production requires a colony with heavy industry. Production quality can be improved by acquiring a nanoforge item. Heavy industry can be built at any colony with a nanoforge can be found. Okay, in other words, this is never going to get done because I don't have heavy industry on this planet. Okay, that's okay. Um, and the hidden cache is over here. Um, hmm. Yeah, let's star sector. Um, just seeing if anybody's got some things. Hmm. Talking about a ziggurat. What is a ziggurat? Oh, that thing. I don't even know what that thing is. I've never seen that ship before. Um. Hmm. Okay. Maybe I'm just too capital ship centric. Maybe I should just do away with the capital ship and get some more cruisers. Once we get over there, we'll go ahead and save our game. So if I take you and you, and then you three, something like that. What's up, Nux? Of course, we got a problem for Nux. There's a smaller kitty in my lap. Yes. So what you gonna do about that, huh? Alright, let's go ahead and give this a try. First thing we want to do is basically just bunch up everybody around the onslaught. I know, it's terrible. Nox. Alright, nope, already lost something. Let's get those guys in there. This is about to die. Still haven't managed to kill it though. Didn't even damage it. Okay, let's toss you guys in here and see what happens. How are you doing? Still alive. Okay, well that's at least destroying that. To be honest, I feel like this should be able to destroy this. Let's do away with that. This thing's about to die. I also don't know what you were doing, other than not attacking the enemy. Okay, well, this failed again. Problem is, just not doing enough to their onslaught to destroy that. Maybe instead of taking you, I should take you in. To start with. And you know what, let's just first off turn you on. So first off, let's have you focus there, you focus there, you focus there. You know, you can hang out with them. This thing's about to die instantly. Okay, well that at least worked out there. You're fighting that guy of all people. Alright. Let's see, you are doing this. Hopefully you'll focus on the one enemy right in front of you. Okay, let's also get everybody in here now. Why don't you focus on this guy right in front of you? And you seriously did not kill this guy, huh? Also, turn off that. You're about to die. Well, they've amassed now. I wonder if we would have been better off with something besides that, the Devastator cannons. Is there a way to? No, you can't retreat, huh? Well, I could tell these people to retreat. You know, that's a possibility. If I tell them to retreat, they get to pursue me, don't they? But if I can manage to escape from the retreat, from the pursuit, come back and fight this again, will their forces be fully repaired? That is a question. And of course, will I be able to recover any ships? You want to use this? Thank you. I wish you to move faster, please. Okay. Successfully ran away. Let's see if that's... Yep. See if they'll actually chase us, first off. First off, am I able to recover my ships? is that it? And I'm just SOL. Because that's kind of dumb. Okay, well, yeah, no, we're not doing that. So if I want to be able to recover my ships, essentially, I have to. Um, although, I might attack on site with the. I'm at minus 50. Let's go out this way, please. Okay, what's that? Oh, what the heck do we have here? Apex heavy drone ship. No, Ooh, it's one of those. Okay, so heavy assault drone ship. What are you? You're a cruiser class. You know, if I can, I would like to stop. I don't know where you're going. You, Nova class battle drone battle cruiser. Consider this is a capital ship with 2 large energy, 4 medium missiles, 4 energy, and 4 small and 4 medium energies. Um, isn't there another? First off, do I even have any? I don't even have any story points to be able to take any of these. This one I can take. I just do I particularly want this one? Termination sequence supercharges one of the Terminator drones. Okay, so this has 2 wings of Terminator drones. Comes with 2 phase lances. What else do we have here? These are probably what. Well, first off, yeah, these are these guys, destroyers. Hmm, this is a carrier. Oh, got a new lieutenant, huh? Okay. Why would they have a lieutenant on a 2 fighter bays? So this is a destroyer fighter carrier. Carrier. That's the word I'm looking for. Carrier. Um, and no, I don't want to take it. And then these are just a bunch of the frigates, I'm guessing. Yeah. And we got Fulgence, which we've seen before, and we got a Skintla, which is another drone carrier. I'd like to take this one. Battle cruiser. But I need a story point to be able to do that. Also, let's salvage. So we're gonna go ahead and leave these ships here for now. One thing I want to do, go to my fleet, just go to this, drone. So, this is the drone carrier that they're talking about. There's a brief engine boost. Actually, Remnants. Remnants? No, okay, how about drone? This one is actually probably the one I would prefer to get because of its major energy hard points. The fact that it can teleport. Ugh. Rather than... Actually, this one wouldn't be too bad either. I'm looking at this one. Nova Burst explodes a massive antimatter charge behind the ship, causing the ship to leap forward. Fascinating. And then we have... Actually, is that the one that I actually have? Is the Nova? Oh, it is the Nova. But again, need that. But it does have quite a bit of benefits. It's got 2 large energy points, 4 medium missiles, 4. This one actually would not be too terrible of one either. Only downside would be the fact that it's only got 1,000 armor rating compared to the other ship. But I can always come back for this ship as well. But if we compare it to the other, this guy, which has 1,500, I would actually prefer this one. And this has synergy hardpoints too, which could be possibly equipped with missiles. So there's a bonus in that this has a lesser maintenance cost. But I'm pretty sure the synergy ones are those missiles or are those ballistics and energy? Synergy. Special items, abilities, gallery. I don't remember what the synergy slot is. Let's look it up. Synergy. Let's see. Star sector synergy slot. Modding weapon slots. There we go. All right. Angle, arc, mount, size, type. Okay, so. Hybrid, okay, synergy is for energy and missiles, so that actually would not be terrible. That is why I would want the Remnants, the other one, the Radiant, because I would want to be able to fit these with missile points rather than with this one, which can only fit for medium missiles or energy. So, so yeah, I don't think we're gonna worry about that. As for the other one, this Apex heavy drone ship, that was a this is basically a medium cruiser carrier essentially. It's got 4 medium synergy points, 2 large points. So, I think we're going to leave these here for now. Maybe I'll come back for them later. We'll see. Um, so then, now the interesting thing is I didn't get a quest out of this. Also, how's our thing doing? Oh, we got 9,000. Farming's done. So it's producing its own food now. Um, can we get anything? Number of industries is reached. I think we have to wait until our colony size goes up. Our accessibility has gone down because of hostility from other factions. Alright, well, let's try going back to the hegemony and... Wait, what are you? Where are you? Oh, that's that prospectors I saw before. Okay. Anyway. Even though the hegemony hate me right now. Maybe I can at least talk to somebody. Huh? What? What? Oh gosh dang it. Idiots. Why did... Oh, how did that happen? Okay, well, we can use this to help us out if nothing else. As for this one, actually, probably not a bad idea to use this one too. Oh, what's that? Gemini class combat frigate, huh? Ooh, class 5 desert world, huh? We'll just salvage. I wonder where this class 5 desert world is at. It's 175 though, which is not real useful to me. 175, 150. Domain error mothership. Alright, anyway. Let's please stay in line. Okay, let's go ahead and, if we can, get out of this. And let's save our game before we jump into a major hegemony fleet. Why did you suddenly stop? They're just straight up hostile. Hmm, that's not great. Um, I'm gonna try going towards this, and if they end up fighting, I'll just run away or reload my save. Um, oh, you know what? We did find that one person. We need to take a look at that. Here we go. Right. Must make a report. Good work, citizen. Gives us money. Relationship improved with this person. Well, they're at least no longer hostile with us. But it does mean that they hate my guts in the meantime. Well, they're neutral now, so does that still mean? Yeah, no. All right, that's fine. Q. So we still have this problem. Oh, this has gone up. Our access went up because we lost a bunch of hostility from factions. Interesting. All right. Okay, so let's go to sector. Now, question becomes is where do we want to go? First off, how am I doing on fuel and this supplies? The other thing, you know what? We want to go shopping for possible hammer barrages. Yeah, we didn't go in there. Let's go check that out. Salvage fleet. Pirate activity in Corvus. Wonder if I went there and helped fight the pirates if the hegemony would like me more. You know, I don't really care. I have other things I'd rather be doing. Perform a survey. Oh, survey, there we go. Oh, there's a pirate fleet here, huh? Probably around this planet. So, nothing particularly special around here. In which case, the pirate base is probably within this. I need to go get some water. So I will be back after we take this. Break it for salvage. Proceed. Okay, and then let's go to you guys. We're not at war with them, are we? Nope. Oh, dang it. That's what the problem was. Intel. Factions. No, we're not at war with them. Alright. So, I'm gonna go grab some water, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So what we're gonna try and find is those hammered barrages. And doesn't look like they have any of them here. We're here. Maybe I'll pick it and check out the Independents and see if they've got any. Oh, damn it. Oh, yeah, you know, it's also refill on as much as we can. Here, you guys can have that. Hammer barrage is a hammer barrage. Okay, and that's it, pretty much. Alright, go ahead and leave there, and we'll go check out the pirate base. We need to turn off our transponder so they'll actually talk with us. There we go. Take all of them. Confirm. We'll take all the gas you've got. Take all of that. Here, you guys can have that. Why would you even go to their open market if you can just go to their black market? And then the fact that there might be some things that aren't being sold here, or aren't being sold here, that are being sold over there. Speaking of which, that would be interesting, doing nothing but a run where you're nothing but pirate fleets. Wouldn't be difficult, that's for sure. Actually, one of these days I should try doing a ludic. Okay, now that we got the hammer barrages, let's go back and try out that 14th Battle Group Legion. Oh, let's go ahead and turn on our transponder again. Friendly smugglers, huh? The other thing, intel. I want to get one of those big ships. Big robot ships, remnant ships. I'm gonna need to go and fight fleets in either high ranking or mid ranking, medium ranking areas. So that's something I have to take into consideration. Um, yeah, just jump. Where the hell's my planet? There it is. Oh, hey, this is done, huh? Oh no, it's still being built, right? Okay. Okay, repair ships, manage colonies, fleets. So, take, level, level. Yeah, that's what that says right there. That says level. Okay, so we put in the hammer barrages. Obviously going to need the expanded missile racks. And then what are we going to do for our ballistic weapons? So these are all heavy armor. So basically for this, we're going to want anti-shield weapon systems. These also have a range of 1200. I probably would want to do something besides the hypervelocities simply because of their slow rate of fire. What would be a good build for that? Let's see here. Starsector, Legion build. Legion XIV build. How many maulers in the two side mounts where your flak cannons are? Heavy autocannons in the front mounts. So they're talking about heavy maulers here and heavy autocannons here. I mean, heavy autocannons aren't necessarily a bad thing. So if we do heavy autocannons, heavy autocannons, heavy autocannons, and then they're talking about heavy maulers in these. Those are anti-armor. I would prefer something with anti-shield, but maybe that's what draws them in because they're not afraid of those things. Large missile months. Squalls aren't that good as they used to be. Reduced missile health affected a lot. Longbows, they're suggesting. Yeah, we'll go with the maulers and see. And then for our small ballistic weapons, they're just talking about dual light machine guns. Light dual machine guns, rather. One downside of these light dual machine guns is they're expensive. Did I? Yes, okay. Light dual machine guns, not autocannons. And when in close range, they will actually provide point defense that's pretty decent. Damage of 208 per second, so that's not terrible. Okay. And then they're talking about longbows for here. What do we got? Do we even have any longbows? I don't have any longbows. Let me check my other one. Daggers. Those are the longbows. Let's go ahead and strip this. So where are those longbows gone? Longbows. They do, the longbows actually do damage as well. Actually, I'd love to just get some more longbows, to be honest. Probably cheaper. They're also talking about possible Kopesh bombers or dagger bombers. Also, these are not tracking. That's something to keep in mind. Fresh rocket bombers. And maybe there's some Trident torpedo bombers. Alright, then the other thing they're suggesting is armored turret weapon mounts. Let's see, reduces recoil by 25, but decreases weapon turn rate by 25, also increases ship armor. And if I S-mod it, increases the rate of fire of all non-missile weapons. What else are they suggesting? They're also suggesting the, excuse me, ECCM package for boosting the effectiveness of my missiles, but my missiles don't have tracking, so I think that's actually fine. We also need to increase our flux. Yeah, we'll just max it out. As for, let's see here. I can't S-mod anything right now either, so that's something to keep in mind. And this, if we go back, these will now have a magazine size of 40, which means they'll be able to fire 10 times before running out. That, I think, will be really powerful. The other thing I could see being useful is this. 60 range on all of these guns. So that's 1200 range. That is for energy and ballistic, not for missiles. So that actually puts these at the same range as these. So the idea generally being that these will be used to knock down the enemy's shields. And then these can just plug away at their armor. Assuming that these can actually take down the shields. Still feel like there should be something else that would be better for anti-shield. But not really, is there? I mean, other than the Needlers, which are slightly lower range, or the hypervelocities, but they've got a low rate of fire. Well, we'll give this a try. The worst thing is that it doesn't work. The other problem I'm gonna have is the fact that this thing is slow. And I don't have anything to be, and don't have enough points to be able to slap this on. Fleet, let's go ahead and store you. And you are going to be our new fleet ship. Repair. And then storage, let's go ahead and shove you in there. Now, as for anything else, you, let's take a look at you. Are you worthwhile? So, anti-armor here. We've got the Mjolnirs, which are just pure damage. But, and a decent rate of fire. We do have these hypervelocity drivers. I wonder if we don't want to change those out. Or something else. Change them out for the heavy autocannons. Or for the heavy needlers. But we would lose out on some of our EMP damage too, which I was kind of liking. trade these out for the heavy autocannons. We could also change these out for the hammer barrages. The only downside is that the ship would be needed to point directly at the target. Oh, we could go with the SRM pods. I'm partial to that. Where'd the go? Trade all of these out for the Sabbath SRM pods? Or we can't? No, not really. Alright. Maybe that'll do a bit better. As for you, what? Oh, let's go ahead and pump the last 8 points into that. I'd like to S-mod some things on this. Well, first off, I'd also like to put some more maximum burn on this thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and manage colony. How are we doing? We're going on fuel and stuff. Go ahead and put these back in. Alright, let's go ahead and leave. And there's this one up here that had a high, and there's also this one down here that has high. Full surveyed. We haven't surveyed this or this. Come down there and survey those. There was this one over here that was medium. I think we actually destroyed the base over on that one. I think we're gonna go do this one. Nothing else, we can also then come down to this one. So. Let's also save our game. So what's our, we gotta pass through a big old annoying thing. Here. Yeah, we definitely are slower. That's a little on the annoying side. Why does it keep launching me in that direction anyway? Okay, as we get closer here, let's see here. So we've got several different jump-in points. Let's use the fringe one. Okay, we got 2. Gonna just move in and immediately take you out. Let's try out our these ships. And you. Well, this thing's not gonna do anything back there. This beam's gonna fire anytime soon. It's about to destroy it anyway. Maybe I should go with like ion beams or something. Just to lock it down while the heavy autocannons just go to work. Okay, well, nothing's particularly dangerous there. Again, he didn't really get to do anything. Let's go ahead and just pick through wreckage. Take all we can. Okay, and then run away for now while we work to get our ships repaired. Also turn off our what else we got around here? So, a couple of surveys. Crunch. Stupid asteroid. Alright, what the fucking hell? Bullshit. There we go. Move in to engage. Okay, that. Take you again anyway. well. Okay. Looks like you two are going to be focusing on this guy. Why don't you move up and take care of that? Oh, that was pretty hard hit with that. You want to move in? Get your ass in there? Do your job? No? Apparently not. Why are you turning your side to this guy? You're gonna die. You're about to die, you idiot. Oh my god, I hate these people. I hate lacking command points, that's just really annoying. And the AI just deciding that my ships are just gonna not go in to actually fight or anything. What are you doing? Why are you turning your ass towards this ship? I swear, their ability to determine what is dangerous and what is not is the stupidest thing in the world. Yes, obviously I'm going to recover my own ship. How are you still tracking me? Oh, I'm still in range of your... Alright. Your sensors apparently are much more powerful. Alright, so yeah, this is gonna need to take a while to repair. How many days? 5? I also haven't seen any of the ships, any of the large-sized capital ships, but considering I'm losing mine to the weaker capital ships, maybe I don't want to see that. Hey, we got a story point. Actually, maybe we want to go in over here. Let's take a look at you. How are you doing? You're still building that. All right. Wait. Okay, what is this? It's a tanker. We'll go ahead and explore, salvage, take. And debris field. Scavenge. What do we got here? Ooh, that's scary. Hostile and looking for my ship. Oh, there's one. Problem is getting it separated from its friend. Let's also save. Okay, move in to engage. Continue. Send everybody in that we can. You know, we'll take you. I do need to go use the restroom, however. So before I start this fight, I'm going to go use the restroom and be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, let's see if this does any better this time around. Why don't you come up here? You move over here. Do I want to grab one of these guys? Nah. This thing only gives me, what, 40 more points? That'll be enough to bring in 2 more of the heavies. So, do that. And actually, let's go ahead and bring you in. We'll have you go capture that. You two are gonna come support this guy. 'Cause apparently he struggles with that. And we want you to stop that. Okay, help with this guy. You help. Yeah, just all of you. Maybe haven't blown through his shield yet. And I don't know why you're sitting all the way back here. What that? And then tell you all to do that. Also, let's go ahead and come and bring all these guys in just to come in and help. Okay, here comes the missile barrages. That was a solid missile barrage there, too. As long as they can keep doing that. Keeps hitting their damn shields is the problem. And you want to stop? And also, why are you guys all still sitting back here? And why are you not moving forward? It really pisses me off that the AI just does not listen to my commands. I ordered all of you to attack that. And yet you're all sitting back here like you're a bump on a log. Giving this guy time to refresh, to power up, you're just wandering back here like an idiot. Letting these guys do all the work, essentially. Also, did we lose our missile? No, he's still there. Ah, finally moving in to do your job. You're still sitting back like you're an idiot. There we go. Finally. Alright. And you're slowly doing your job. The Jolner cannons are actually going to work. The only problem is why are you using your big heavy cannon to try and shoot down fighters? It's also totally kiting you. And this guy's still just sitting here. He's not moving anywhere. He's been sitting there this entire time doing nothing. At least it didn't die this time. Ship recovery. There we go. We now got ourselves the standard drone ship. That's what we came out here to do. Go ahead and pick through the wreckage and just take all that we want. Okay, in which case, let's leave. Discovered mining station. Wait, where? Oh, there. We're gonna still leave the system because I want to go get this ship built. So, so this ship, what's it cost? 41. So it's not much worse than this or this. We might go ahead and just remove this ship. As for what we're gonna fit on this ship, large energy hardpoints are mounted on the front. Paladin system might not be a bad one. Although, is that a... And then we have the mediums, medium synergy, Hurricane Merv launchers, large synergy turrets. We'll see once we actually get there. And I also might need to go ahead and end my stream soon because of life. Yeah, we finished the high-tech station. That helps with stability bonus. So what else can we do at this point? Nothing yet. Could start doing patrol HQ. Patrol HQ would probably not be a bad one. Let's do this. Now the main problem with this Remnant ship is that it essentially can't. I think the most you can put on it for this is Gamma core, but maybe not even that. Because it's currently 16 times 2 would put it at 120. Maximum at 120 or less automated ship points. Your fleet total is 60. Might be able to fit the Gamma core on it. Let's take a look and see. So that at least gives me some helmmanship, some combat endurance, and some impact mitigation. And now if we go look at that skill. 120. So offset built in 100%. Now the other question becomes is, can I even put this ship into... See, our per deployment is 15%. Deployment points is 60 compared to 50 here, 40 here, 40 here. Did I not equip? I didn't. Oh, that's right. We also have got a bunch of people I probably don't need. Alright, so your energy, weapon mastery, polarized armor, field helmanship. Let's see, you have the ballistic mastery. So probably not a bad idea to put you in that ship. We have somebody with missiles. Let's go ahead and assign you there. As for the energy one, I might just want to get rid of him, to be honest. But yeah, if I try to do a larger AI core, the combat readiness is reduced to basically 0. To be honest, it's kind of BS. Alright, repair, manage colonies, so let's go ahead and store. Here, you guys can have that. Refitting, so. So the ship has 2 large synergy, 3 large energy, 4 medium synergy, and 10 smalls. So these are my 3 energies. These are my 2 large synergies, which allows me to fit in missiles. We could put in those hammer barrages. I'm actually okay with leaving the paladin system in there. As for medium missile packs, we could just do nothing but sabots. But what else do we have? Breacher SRM pods. Annihilator rocket pods. Obviously, just probably put in PD lasers and all this. Graviton beams would not necessarily be a bad thing, but also ion beams wouldn't be terrible either. Do we have any other graviton beams? We do. There we go. 2 graviton beams. Let's take a look at missiles. So we have the Typhoon Reaper launchers, which have the same range as these, but do significantly more damage. Here's the Gazer ones that fire a beam, doing kinetic damage. We also have the Gorgon SRM pods, which do 800, but also have a fire range of refire rate of 10. Sabo SRM pods. We do also have the pylon launchers, which have the range of 4,000, but they're minimal damage. Jackhammer torpedoes. Annihilator rocket pods. Fast speed, but poor tracking, and only 50 HP. Obviously, we're going to want the... we also need to figure out what we're going to put up here. The Tachyon Lances. That would definitely put a significant dent in the enemy. Expanded magazines are pointless. I mean, it would affect the Paladin PD system, but I think that's otherwise useless. I mean, unless I wanted to do like triple Paladin systems, but I feel like that's kind of we put in just nothing but Sabo lancers. They do the same amount of EMP as regular damage. And then we make sure to put in the expanded missile racks. That means each of these has 24, firing 5 at a time, firing 2 at a time. And then each 2, so that's 8 missiles it fires at a time. And at the same range as the torpedoes. Hardened shield might not be terrible to keep. Stabilized shields reduce the amount of soft flux raised shields generate per second. Let's go ahead and put in the PD lasers. We need to, let's see, do we want to just ignore this? Integrated targeting system converts 10% hard flux damage taken by shield to soft flux. That would make it tankier. On the other hand, we also do want to fit in this, now that I think about it. I think this will be what we're going to go with for now, but we're going to figure out more about it later, I think. So anyway, we're going to have to call it there for today. So you all have a good day, good evening, good night. And I will see you all tomorrow. And thank you all for coming. You all have a good night.